A complete landscape design will always show some form of plant schedule, and we see it up here at the top of the screen. The plant schedule in gCADPlus is developed using a number of tools. If we go back to the model and we look at the gCADPlus drop-down menu, we have an option of plant schedules and lists, and each drawing that develops or is able to develop a plant schedule will have some sort of text file, some sort of plant list attached to it. And if I pick edit a plant list, I've already attached one, and if you look down the bottom here, it's called Debbie S. So different designs will often have different plant schedules attached to them. If we edit the list, it's a relatively short list, only got 18 species in it, and this designer has a column where code is in it. She's also got zone and care, so your list is just like any handwritten list, a list of plants, and it is used to generate that plant schedule. Let me cancel from here. I'm in model space, so if I zoom in here and say click this symbol here, it's been attached to an entry in that list for the French lavender. Let's look at some other examples. Here is an example from the United States, from Massachusetts. I'm working here in model space with a black or dark background, but if we have a look at the right hand side of the screen, here's another example of a plant schedule, the botanical name and common name. And just as in the previous example, that information is pulled from an attached plant database. So if I go to the gCADPlus menu and say I'm going to edit the plant list, here is an extensive list, this time suitable for the northeastern side of the US. So there's a zone recording. Notice a code is recorded. So let's continue on looking at other examples. Here's an example from a gCADPlus user based in Paris, and again I'm in model space here. If I zoom out a little, it's a design for mass planting, and if I select any one of these symbols here, there's a miscanthus. So clearly that information that tags the species is related to that plant database file, and we can edit it here. And so here is the plant database file. It's a simple ASCII text file that lives with this particular drawing. This time pot size is now recorded, and the cost of each individual plant for that corresponding pot size is actually recorded in euros. So there's a lot of useful information here. And here is a final example, an Australian example. Lots and lots of individual native species have been specified for this revegetation through some sort of verge along the road. So the information that comes from the plant database file is used to tag individual elements in the design, and that helps you generate the plant schedule. And future little movies in this sequence will show successive steps in how to do that.